Hello and welcome. I'm back with another banger video. And this time, it's actually not for school. It's all me, baby. And I actually have 2 more scripts written. So maybe in the near future, and by near future I mean couple of months, maybe, there might be more videos, which is cool. But this video is about my journey of drawing every day for 69 days. Nice. In which, by the end of it, I've ended up with a sketchbook that I now value more than my own life, which, not sure how to feel about, but hey, mamma mia. Now, to figure out where this all started, we need to go back quite a bit and look at somebody else's videos. You might have heard of him, he's got a few subscribers. So PewDiePie made a few videos about drawing every day, and I was like, whoa, that's awesome. I'd always wanted to draw, and had actually dabbled in it, dipped my toes in it, with some success, but had avoided human faces and bodies, cause that's real hard. If I had to describe my skill level prior to this, I would say it's like being the best Smash Bros player in your friend group. Like you're better than the average person who calls a Switch a Nintendo, but if you went to a tournament, you would get absolutely dominated, smoked. But we're not talking about Smash Bros, are we? We're talking about drawing. And now, I'm giving it another shot. But this time, it'd be different. I'd be consistent. I'd have motivation. But the only question was, where do I start? Dear God, how does somebody get addicted to Pinterest? Well, by liking art, apparently. I have over 500 saved posts for reference, and that's not including the stuff I have saved on my computer, which admittedly is a lot less, but hey, that's still more stuff, and it's not getting any smaller. I'm just finding more stuff. I've probably only drawn like 40 of them. And personally, I've just accepted that I'm never catching up. It's probably fine. It's cool. I like art. But, it feels bad sometimes. Just kind of seeing all the stuff that I'm probably never going to get to. But, this has been a lot for what's essentially a glorified montage. So, I'm sure you're waiting for me to just get to the video already. So, why don't we just go ahead and do that? Starting off with day 1, I already knew I wanted to draw anime women because I'm a degenerate. And if I'm going to be putting in so much effort into this on the daily, then I might as well get to have a pretty girl on my paper by the end of it. I thought the best starting point would be the eyes, as they were simple but something I'd never really done before, and I really think that starting with something that you can actually learn easily is a great way as it feels very rewarding early on. As for the first week, it was pretty much just the same stuff, focusing on components I would need to put together a human head and face. Noses were pretty simple, because they basically don't exist on anime girls. Seriously, this is a dot, not a nose. Mouths were also simple, so I didn't have much trouble there. However, I genuinely could not figure hair out for days. Like, this was rocket science to me. That is until day 8. This is the day I decided to try drawing heads and faces. And oh my god, I forgot how bad these ones were. This may look confusing with all these boxes going on, but this is actually because I decided to watch some YouTube videos, get very confused on how to draw heads, and then watch this random dude and copy his Tatsumaki drawing. However, I cannot begin to describe how insanely helpful this was. It helped me figure out how chins work, because apparently that's more difficult than I thought. This won't be a problem in the future. And then actually putting hair on a head made it make so much more sense. I also started taking notes this day, which I would continue doing forward, and would help me so much. Like, please take notes. Day 9, you got some actually pretty decent stuff, and probably the most productive day I ever had. Like, I don't know what I was on drawing 3 unique things, And this was the day I started using my Pinterest references, which leads me to say that I have no idea who originally drew these pictures because reposted art is all over Pinterest, like that's basically all of it. So I just want to say thank you to all those brilliant artists who got good before me and have given me such good art to copy, reference. For each one I used a reference, I'll show that picture so you can see what I was going for, but there are a few in here that I didn't use a reference. Oh, and this was the first day I drew my little frog dude. This guy is my comfort drawing. He just makes me so happy, and we will be seeing a lot of him in the future. This was just day 9, but better. Like, I'm genuinely happy with how each of these ended up, even though looking back, I kind of feel like a parent saying their child's drawing is great. Like, oh yeah, let's put this one on the fridge. Like, that's how I feel. But, nevertheless, good day. Ooh, and would you look at that hair? It's like I never even struggled. Although you can see how I ignored Ghastly here, because that's just so much effort, and he isn't an anime girl. Day 12 was so nice. An easy drawing that just made me feel like I was so good. A really nice confidence boost, and was the first drawing I decided to do a bit of shading on. This one ruined day 12. Genuinely, this one sucks so much. The chin is weird, the eyes are small. I am so sorry, Ranma. I will redeem myself. But bam! Day 14, we're back with some of that good stuff. Monica, best girl, and a huge day for the program. A detailed, shaded, and just plain good drawing, and my first 3/4, which I suppose I should explain. A 3/4 is basically just a way to say that the drawing is viewed from an angle where 3/4 of the face is visible. First Miku, baby! So, just a little context here. Basically, I started drawing around the time that I got into listening to Hatsune Miku a lot, and now I have an obsession. This may be the first Miku, but it most certainly will not be the last. Also, just a little additional doodle to end the day. So you can clearly see this day that there are lots of times where I originally try one drawing and then get stuck on something or just decide to switch. This happens a lot. Anyways, gotta love Frieren, go to Cho, go to character. This right here is like my magnum opus for a good while. We will see more Genshin characters, but I don't know if this will get peaked by another Genshin drawing. Also Kirby! I love that little Kerbo guy. Just some real solid drawings of my baby and 2B. Also, you can see me trying to figure out the body. Oh, wait. This was day 19 too? This might actually have been the most productive day. Also, the first VTuber and the start of the degeneracy. It's only going to get worse from here, but not quite yet.
You stupid.
No, not.
What's 9 plus 10?
21.
You stupid.
Okay, I don't really care about the drawing, but I just finished Bleach right now, because like my friend recommended it to me, and I'm just so conflicted about the whole filler thing. Like, my friend told me to skip it, so I did, but literally it was just half the show. Like, it's insane. Anyways, otherwise, great show, loved it, new season of Thousand Year Blood War, it's hype, gotta love that. Day 23 is the first chibi drawing, and my first Keqing, which, weirdly enough, even though she's my favorite character from Genshin, I don't think I did anything other than chibi drawings of her. Which is weird. Oh, here's another one where I changed my mind. Pretty sure this was going to be Komi from Komi Can't Communicate, but instead, I drew Crony, another VTuber. Ah, here it is. A bunny girl. And the degeneracy only gets worse. I'm actually upset about this one though, because it was so much better than the other body drawings, except I messed up the eyes so bad, even though I could have fixed it if it wasn't the only time I decided to use colored pens. Yeah, not all days are created equal, man. But hey, poggers, more like froggers. Also, wide chin. I'm gonna be honest, I think I was just sad this day and didn't feel like drawing, which honestly I'm pretty sure is the opposite of how most artists are, but hey, I'm not a doctor. Light day, but I did actually use a reference. My first double up day, and probably a very needed confidence booster, but also the thing that made me realize that I hated hands with a passion. I went through the Star Wars path to the dark side during this because of how annoying these hands were. But at the end, I was left with something that I could genuinely be happy with. Back at it again with the doodle day, and some round little fellows. I'm making this sketchbook dangerous to own. Like, this thing is one step away from being labeled a homework folder. But anyways, I'm actually happy with how this turned out, especially with the shading on the tights. This is also another Miku, which actually when I first saw art of her, I hadn't seen the Rabbit Hole music video she's from, so I didn't know it was Miku, but nope, it sure is. So, add it to the list. This is my redemption, and probably one of the best things I've ever drawn. Genuinely so clean, and just a nice drawing to be able to go back and look at whenever I need to feel good about myself. Did I mention I still hate hands though? Yeah, they still suck. Oh, I got nothing. What? I can't have something funny to say for everything. But we've got 3 days like this, so I figure I should talk a little more about why I started this. A lot of people out there will say that they just aren't good at drawing, but are comparing themselves to people who've been doing this for years. It seems we forget that drawing isn't some innate talent, but something you actually have to apply yourself to and learn. I think what's holding us back is that we're afraid to put in the work for something we aren't sure we can achieve. That's what makes PewDiePie's videos so amazing, because we see someone go from being admittedly not very good to drawing some incredible things. And clearly this has inspired many, many people, because I've seen multiple videos doing exactly what I'm doing, and they mention PewDiePie as their inspiration. It's really such an awesome thing to see people take that first step that so many others are afraid to take, and it's all because of a silly little video. Yeah, so this took 3 days. I got really lazy, but this was the first drawing with feet for all you freaks out there. This was also the first time I asked my friends what to draw, which will be relevant in the future. By the way, Sailor Moon music is so good. I didn't know much outside the opening of the original, but there's so much, and it's great. It doesn't really matter, but I just wanted to mention it. Dang, I really just drew something and nothing else. Like, no notes, no frog, no practice. Oh hey, another VTuber. So, I messed up with this one, and just did not finish it. Also, I really went full degen on this, so I deserve the frustration. This was the original art, so yeah, 2 disappointing days. So this here is where I'm actually doing some original art by request of my friend, who really wanted me to draw the steampunker from Terraria. It's not great, but for having no reference, I think the main mistakes are just the proportions of the legs and hands. See, the thing is, I didn't use a reference for 2 reasons. 1, my friend challenged me not to, and 2, I literally wouldn't have been able to because I found about 2 safe for work drawings of the steampunker, and they really weren't in the style I was going for. Okay, the thing is, there's just so much good fan art of VTubers. Genuinely, the quality and quantity of it is insane, and so clutch for finding things to draw. You know? My family might watch this video, and well, I'm not sure how to feel about that with some of these drawings. Also, this time we have wide head. We are now at 2 good Ranmas to 1 bad Ranma. A 2-to-1 Ranma ratio. Hey, another doodle day. Let's go. This is so freaking clean, dude. God, I love that 90s anime style. There's just something about it. I love the design of Genshin characters, but man, are they such a pain to draw. I mean, they just have so many little details that just suck so much. And this one was simple compared to a lot of them. Woo! Man, 62 days is a long time. So long that I don't have anything to say about this day. Can I even show this? Whatever. This is without a doubt the best thing I've ever drawn. I love this drawing so much. It is kind of funny though that now that I've learned how drawing works, I just look at it super objectively. Like, sure, there's a half-naked woman here, but look at how clean the lines are, how even the proportions are. The shading is on point, and their perspective is just plain good. I'm so proud of this, but at the end of the day, I am one step away from being a very different kind of artist.
What the Sigma? What the Sigma?
Oh my god. A man. It only took 68 days, but there's finally a man. And I mean, all things considered, this is freaking awesome. It's too bad day 69 is up next. I mean, it's the last day. And I've got to show you something nice, don't I? Well. Here we are at day 69. The last day in a very interesting number. I wonder what I'll have to show for you this day. Can I even show this on YouTube? Will I get age restricted? Do you have to subscribe to a Patreon to see this cultured artwork? Haha, just kidding, it's wholesome! What? Do you think I would draw something horny for day 69? Get your mind out of the gutter. I think that the end of this journey should be finished on a good, family-friendly note. And I mean, there's definitely nothing else here, so I guess that concludes this. It was a long road full of struggle, triumph, frustration, and satisfaction. And to be honest, I'm not stopping here. But for the sake of this video, this is the end. It's been real, it's been fun, it's been real fun. Remember to chaz it up, leave a like, and subscribe. Later.